All right, you guys, welcome to the Burnt Out to Built Summer Challenge. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Ryan Phipps, and it's my current mission to help busy professionals become the fittest version of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And what I'm going to be doing in this video right here is breaking down for you exactly how I can help you lose 15 plus pounds in the next 90 days to help you get energized and confident for this upcoming summertime. But before we dive into that, I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story. So get to know 1.0 me, get to know me before fitness and before self-improvement. Well, growing up, I knew that I always wanted to make something of myself, of my life, and just of the chance that I've been given, right? I'm a very all or nothing type of person, and when I was younger, that meant putting my all into soccer. And another really important part of my story was growing up, my mom was really sick, so I knew the importance of just having fitness and health present in your life and just how a life could look without that, right? So that was a bucket of meaning that was created for me when I was younger, but eventually I got a job as a personal trainer, and that job really made me start to take care of myself. And just as importantly, I learned how to help other people reach their fitness goals and see success in building a healthy lifestyle. And that again just filled that bucket for me because I knew how important health was from my childhood. And from that job, I really learned how to prioritize my fitness even with a busy schedule, which is exactly what I teach people to do now. So get to know 2.0 me after self-improvement, after fitness, after kind of taking that all or nothing, just fact about myself and using it to educate myself on training, nutrition, and how to help other people see real results. So after serving over 2,000 people at that personal training job, I decided to start my own fitness coaching business, Greatness Awaits Coaching, where now I work with busy professionals looking to see their own fitness results with packed calendars. And one of the biggest lessons that I learned just in this journey was fitness doesn't take away from your ability to work. It enhances your ability to work. Lead your teams, lead your clients, lead yourself. Just be that role model example, right? But that was my journey from 1.0 to 2.0. But what does that even mean? What does it even mean to become 2.0? Well, becoming 2.0, to be honest, looks different for everybody. This is what it might look like for some people, right? This was my client, Jay, right? Jay joined his 1.0 self. He joined the program because he was a busy father of four who wanted to model self-care to his children and be able to move his body without worrying about his ability to do so. He joined the program because he wasn't fueling himself properly during his busy days while running his firm, right? He joined because he was looking for an easy to follow process that he could easily measure his goals with, that he felt like would actually get him there, right? Now, after going through the program, Jay's down over 15 pounds and he's modeling a healthy lifestyle to his kids, right? He's fueling himself like the high performer that he is at work. And he says that he loves our system because it's easy to follow and track his progress, right? And as you can see, he's clearly that role model in the family right now. This was him and his daughter doing a birthday workout together. But maybe becoming 2.0 looks a little bit more like Chris's journey, right? When Chris joined the program, he was on and off with his fitness for 5 years. He was eating breakfast and then not really eating again until dinner time, not fueling himself throughout his busy work days. And he just said that he joined because he was just sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over again and not seeing any results. But after going through the program, right, he's broken that cycle. He's now a consistent gym goer. He's fueling himself throughout his busy work days, and he's finally broken the cycle of getting thrown off of his fitness journey, and other people are noticing. This is a message that Chris sent me with his pants starting to get bigger. He's down over 17 pounds in 3 months, and someone at work had asked him if he'd been losing weight. That's what I love about this. I love just how people really do change their lives based off of this, right? This is so much more than fitness. But becoming 2.0 might look a little bit more like Erin's journey as well. She joined because she had a poor relationship with food. She was afraid of gaining unhealthy weight, and she wanted to work out and actually stick with it for the first time in her life, right? And after going through the program, Erin now has a healthy relationship with food. She's welcoming lean muscle gain, and she's a consistent gym goer and actually enjoys the process of making progress. But for a lot of us, maybe becoming 2.0 looks a little bit more like Jake's journey, right? Jake joined the program because he was working long days at the cost of his health, and he was really struggling with what to do with his diet. Specifically, outside of work, he was looking to build healthier habits in the form of drinking less, right? And after going through the program, Jake is still working over 80 hours a week, as you can see right here, but he's actually reaching his fitness goals while doing so. He's following a sustainable dieting approach that he understands and that works for his specific schedule, and he now has a healthy relationship with alcohol, and he's down over 20 pounds, right? So those were some examples of what becoming 2.0 might look like, but now we're going to talk about exactly how to actually become 2.0, how to transform from your 1.0 self into your 2.0 evolved self, right? So the first step in this process is actually creating what we call your roadmap to success. The first step in the process is a detailed goal setting session where we get crystal clear on where you want to be, where you are, and how we can help you get there, right? In this session, we go way beyond just eating less to lose weight or eating more to build muscle, right? We want to know what your lifestyle is like and why this is important to you in general, because that's actually what matters for seeing results, right? We get to know you as an individual, and the truth is, if it was as simple as just eating less, you wouldn't be here right now, right? And I want to give you an example of why this in-depth consultation really matters, right? We're going to imagine two different realities, right? One reality, I'm an entrepreneur and my schedule is a bit inconsistent each week, right? Maybe I'm going out to meet people. There's just so many different inconsistencies with being the one running the business, right? But in scenario two, I'm working a busy desk job, right? My calendar's still packed in that scenario, but I have some predictability within my routine week to week, right? In both of these realities, I weigh the same, I'm eating the same, I'm the same age, the same height, but the difference in my scheduling for my job means that each version of myself should get a different training and nutrition approach for results based on my specific schedule, right? So important to know lifestyle factors as well. But once we have that information from our thorough consultation, that's when we take the next step, go into step two, and build that custom science-based approach for each one of our clients. And in the form of training, every program we create is made custom to your goals and your schedule, right? Our clients work out 3 to 5 times per week using science-based workouts to ensure that they get the most return on the time that they spend in the gym. Because the truth is, you don't need to be in the gym for hours every day. We create around your schedule. If you can only get into the gym for 3 hours a week, we're going to make sure that you get the most ROI on the time that you invest in the gym, right? Many of our clients run a business, work busy 9 to 5s, have family and relational commitments, go on trips or have vacations on their calendars. We work around that, right? We are going to get you to your goals regardless of whatever challenges of life come up, right? And then once we have that protocol for you, we're going to go over it with you. We're going to go over the custom training approach, over the custom nutrition approach together, because we do not want you to feel like you're just following a list of stuff to do. Because what we're doing here is we are building sustainable, lifelong habits that are going to ensure that you keep the results that you see here. And to put it simply, if you want to see visible results in less time, custom and science-based is the way to go. Now, when it comes to nutrition, right, every nutrition approach we create is made custom to your goals, schedules, and preferences, right? I'll be the first to admit, as a fitness coach, there are many vegetables out there that I do not love to eat. But the really cool thing is I know how to incorporate foods that I like into my diet to still see results, to still get fit, and to still feel healthy, right? And that's exactly what I teach my clients. And we do so using a flexible macro-based dieting approach. Now, macros is short for macronutrients. That means protein, fats, and carbs. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because there are no extreme restrictions here. We do not cut out any singular food group. Yes, you're still going to be able to eat carbs and see results, right? But why a macro-based approach? Again, macros are the most flexible, science-based dieting approach that exists. That's why we use that, right? For example, let's say that we determine that your protein goal should be 150 grams of protein a day. We teach you how to reach that goal eating foods that you enjoy. It could be chicken, it could be fish, it could be beef, steak, eggs, a protein shake, protein bars, etc. We're going to teach you how to hit those goals eating foods that you like, because a diet that you can't stick to isn't going to work. It's that simple, right? And this way you can live life and actually see results, right? This was a team dinner that we had with some clients right here. Everybody ordered something they enjoyed, wasn't stressing about going out to dinner, and falling off track or anything like that, because our clients say that, the macro-based approach is one of the most valuable skills that they learn in the program that just serves them for the rest of their lives. And in terms of accountability, right? So this is truly where we excel, right? I get to know my clients beyond just training and nutrition. We build meaningful relationships, which is why I can guide them through the challenges that come with life in general, fitness, and self-improvement. This is so much more than just a physical journey. For example, this client right here lost a family member, a parent, while going through the program, but because we had that next level relationship and form of communication, he was able to hold himself to the goals and to the standards that he set for himself and still reach his fitness goals. This client right here actually broke his leg while going through the program. And don't worry, it wasn't anything that I had him doing. He did it in a pickup basketball game, but still, it was dark. It was wintertime. It was cold outside. He was a little bit demotivated because he'd broken his leg and he was inside, and all of those conditions were working against him. But we had that next level relationship together, that next level form of communication, and that's why now, as summertime approaches, right, he's down 20 pounds and he's crushing it. He's healed up and he's going, right? So our clients say that accountability is where we truly succeed. In community. So we're building a strong presence in Dover, New Hampshire, and I really want you to be a part of it. And just as a fun fact for why community is so important, did you know that 95% of people stick to their fitness routines when they're doing it with a friend? That's exactly what it is that we aim to provide for you, a community of driven people who are going to get you to the gym on those difficult days, who are going to help you just see the importance of investing into your health and into your wellness. And also feel free to stop by any of our team events or stop by our new walking club in Dover here, right? So how is it that we're actually different, right? So we have science-based workouts, science-based nutrition that's built around your preferences and just your availability in general, right? We provide that next level accountability because we aim to get to know you beyond just calories and macros and workouts. And we have that strong community in-person sense in Dover as well, and everything is built custom. There are no cookie cutter templates here. Again, everything is built to realistic levels for you, right? If you're only able to work out 3 times a week, we're going to make that work for you. And just to, put it simply, we have a hybrid approach, right? We have all the strengths of online coaching with none of the weaknesses of in-person personal training. The truth is, and I've done all of these forms, hybrid is the best way to go to see results, right? We get that in-person level of accountability and relationship that we can build with each other, but we have the efficiency of technology at our disposal as well. And everybody has a unique story, right? Your story might be like Jay's, where he's a busy entrepreneur who's really aiming to model and is now modeling self-care for his loved ones, for his children. Or maybe your story is a little bit more like Chris's, right? Where he's a manager, he's leading his team, and he's inspiring them, and they're starting to notice the changes that he's really putting in and making happen for himself, right? Maybe your story is like all of these people who achieve those physical transformations like with us. And, maybe your story is also like Jake's, where, his problem right now is he has to go buy new pants because he's losing weight really quickly. Sounds like a good problem to have, right? Or maybe it's like this client who is seeing massive changes in their energy levels. But regardless of what your story looks like, I want to tell you about this one, right? So this is one of my favorite stories because Jack almost didn't join the program because he'd never done anything like this before, right? Before joining, Jack's biggest challenge was just knowing what to do with his workouts, with his diet, with everything in general. He felt like he was just spinning his wheels, stuck in this cycle, right? But after going from 1.0 to 2.0 and losing 40 pounds in 4 months, Jack now has to say that the sooner you do this, the sooner it's going to help you in all areas of life, right? And how can you join the Burnt Out to Built Summer Challenge? Well, this is for you if you're a busy professional who's ready to become unrecognizable and gain energy. This is for you if you're motivated by the thought of becoming your best self for your loved ones while finally conquering your 1.0 self. And again, this is more than just getting into better shape. This is becoming the high performer you know that you're meant to be. So in order to complete step 1 in becoming your 2.0 self, just click the link down below. And guys, I want to say thank you for your time. And again, click the link down below if you're the type of person that can't imagine accepting average for another second.